Hello everyone, my name is Dex and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're going to rank each one of the R6 maps in order from least to best, how normal rankings go. And this is all my opinion, so if you have an issue with like where I put your favorite map, please tell me in the comments, we can talk about it, and we already do that enough, so skip all this intro stuff and let's get straight into it. I also do want to give a special thanks to my boy Kira for, giving me the idea to do this video. You can subscribe down in the comments or down in the description wherever I put it. I want to help this man get to 100 subs before the end of the week, so if you can help me out with that, I'd very well appreciate it. I think he would too. So I have Tower as the worst map in the game. This map is really lacking when it comes to the gameplay that's about it, and it's really stuck in the past. It shows that this map is just boring and it's very irritating to play, and it's even more annoying when you die to a peak that is only attacker available from the catwalk. There's a whole lot more issues with the map itself and the gameplay that comes along with it. They took away the little hiding spot on top of the bamboo, which also puts it down here for me. Out of all of them, I think this is the worst map because gameplay-wise, look-wise, it's just not a fun map to play unless you're either new to the game or you decide to, try some really special-looking nitro. So for number 23, we have Hereford Base. This right here is evidence that not all maps needed a rework. I hate the 4 floors mechanic of the map. I hate that the playstyle that comes along with the map is very vert heavy, and it's also very roamer-sided. I don't like the look of the map. I don't like the sounds of the map. I just feel that when it came to a ranked map, at the time that I was playing Siege, this was 100% the one that you would always avoid. And this is one of the few maps, personally, for me that I used to take dives on because I would rather get banned than actually play this map. And it's not because of lack of knowledge of the map. The map is very easy to learn. It's just more that this map really caters to a rat slash vigil calf playstyle, and it's just irritating to play against. And even I think Siege even tells us, I don't think you can get this game in cash anymore. I don't think this is a good map. I think Old Hereford was better, and that's why it's number 23 on the list. Okay, for number 22 we have Yacht. This map is just not really that fun for me. It used to be fun, but for some reason this is one of the most competitive maps in the casual pool. And again, the rat playstyle is actually catered and supported by this map. And it's just one of those things where it's like, it's not the worst map in the game, but you never want to play Yacht. Now, the placement here is going to be a little bit controversial, but I'm having House at number 21. House before the rework was, and still is, the most iconic map in all of R6. Nobody that played House previous has that bad of memories on it. It's kind of one of those nostalgia trips where they only remember the good things. Here is just showing that in 2020 a lot of stuff went wrong for Siege, and this was kind of the start of it. I think when House got reworked, it was the downfall of Siege. It's a ranked map. This map is designed to be a ranked map that's just not in ranked. This is the most sweaty casual map that there is, because this is where it's a dick show in competition. They're just trying to see who has the bigger one. It's just not that good of a map anymore. Old map used to be nice, compact, and it was fun to play, and it's just not, I think, worth the play anymore. And it's kind of just shown that the dev team doesn't know really what they're doing with these reworks sometimes, because how do you transform one of the best maps into one of the worst maps in all of R6? So for number 20, I have Favilla. But what can I say about Fav that hasn't already been said? The map is it's just very ugly. The sites are damn near the same. Best part about this map is probably getting off of the map and the fireworks. The map is so dirty and clustered that it's hard to see players sometimes. And I get it, it's for the aesthetic, but a map this messy and this double takey shouldn't be in ranked, and I think Ubisoft agreed, and thank God that they took it out. For number 19, we have Fortress. So, it hurts me to put this map this low on the list, but that it is one of the worst maps in the game. The map is just so huge that it takes most of the round just droning out and making sure that roamers aren't in your corner. And then by the time that you wrap back around, you just find out the roamer. Another issue with the map is that it takes a lot of utility to clear stuff out, which is like other maps, especially because not a lot of the floors are soft on certain sites. There's some one-dimensional pushes that really make the map feel kind of like 2D sometimes. Well, this one's gonna ruffle some feathers. I have Close Quarters at number 18. If you didn't know, Close Quarters is the TDM map and the TDM mode that's only exclusive there. And I get it, this is a TDM map, but it's a really fun map to play, and it gives you an experience that you don't really feel in Siege. And I wish that there was a little filter on TDM itself, because people will play it enough that just lets you get this map. So I think it's good. I think TDM needs some work because it is a tool that can help you get better really fast. People just don't use it enough and they don't see the value in TDM. But that's how I feel about Close Quarters. I'd rather play it than the other maps below. And lastly, for the casual maps, I have Presidential Planet number 17. And out of all of these maps, that's just casual based, it is the most fun to play in my opinion. I like to play it. I like the chaos that comes with the map. I like the creativity that you can get with opening up certain lines of sight, because you can hold really long angles. I do agree that the constant collie glass play is quite annoying to deal with, and I wish they would kind of change that, but since it's a cash map, it doesn't need it. But I just enjoy the chaos on like a 5-man rush out, and it's just really fun to play if you have your friends with you. Now for the first of the actual ranked maps, at number 16 I have Villa, and this is going to make some diehard ranked players angry because they really do like this map. I just don't. I haven't liked this since I came into the game, and since this was kind of like my first actual ranked season, I've just never liked it since then. That's all this map is. I don't think it's a bad map, I just don't like it, and I can't justify putting it above other maps that I do actually enjoy playing. At number 15, we have Capo Dostoyevsky. Cafe isn't a bad map, but it is dominated by vertical play, and it is one of the more annoying ways to die in the game sometimes. I don't think that it's that bad of a map, and it can be good. It's just not what I look for in a siege map. The staircases are kind of like a vertical death trap, and it sometimes feels like you're playing a 2D platformer over a 3D shooter sometimes, the way that you kind of have to go up and like watch everything. Just not my type of map. I will agree that it's a better map. So at number 14 I have Consulate. This is before the rework, so this list may change if the rework is actually good. But right now, what the Siege devs did say is that it felt like a relic of the past, and it really does. With all the new hard breach and the utility gadgets that have been added to the game, this map, it just kind of feels like the odd man out of them all. Not gonna say that it's not as good as, other maps. It's just a map that nobody really wants to get, but nobody's really mad that they do get. So at number 13, I have Canal. Canal is a map that's just annoying to play sometimes. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of, heavy spam / spawn peeking. It feels kind of annoying when you have to sit your first 10 to 20 seconds and spawn, making sure you don't die to the kid with the ACOG. Once you actually get into the map, there's different levels that you could play. I'm not the biggest fan of the sky bridge and the low bridge. Kind of seems like an easy way to cut off everything. But it still feels like, At number 12, I have Bank. I like Bank. Bank's a good map. It can be kind of basic at times, and that's where the number kind of puts it in. But sometimes you need a simple, basic game, just like how you need a simple, basic bitch sometimes. It makes you feel better, just knowing that the basicness isn't you. It can be kind of rewarding to play Bank sometimes because it's basic, you know what you're doing. You can get an easy win, or you can get completely stomped on. There's only one or the other. Offer up a bit of creativity when playing the map, because you can open up different rotate holes throughout the map. Play vert, play nitro at the end. Just overall, it's a very solid map. So at number 11, I have Outback. This map is very overhated by the community, and I don't really get why personally, so if you can leave it down in the comments why you don't like the map, I'll happily respond. We can talk, have a discussion. It is a better map than most people want to put it. You can push anywhere, you can hit every site that you want to. It's very easy to defend. You can roam effectively pretty much anywhere on the map, because it's kind of a smaller map. You can do a lot on Outback, and I feel that that's what gives it its spot. It flows very well. Now, we are now cracking the top 10, and that's where I have Emerald Plains. Now, remember, this is just a personal list. So if you have an issue, we can talk. But I know the map. This is one of the maps that I probably know the best, and I feel very comfortable on the map. I think that the sites are pretty good to play. You can do a lot of vert to push out if you are on attack, and I think it's a very good map that people just don't give the time of day, because when it first came out, it just kept getting banned, so not a lot of people know the map in detail. And I feel that if you actually take the time to learn it, you will see that it kind of feels like an actual siege map compared to a lot of these other ones. Okay, so for number 9, we have Nighthaven Labs. Now, you can tell me why it's not a good map. I won't listen to it because this map is actually pretty good. Almost all of the sites are viable, even the one like Kitchen. It's not the best, but you can make it work. You can make the one as storage work. I feel that's a very good map. You can play vert, you can get the walls. You can do a lot for this map. It's just that it's brand new, so people aren't going to value it as highly. but because I'm having my little honeymoon phase with it, I'm gonna put it up high. It may fall in the future, or if more people learn the map, I think it'll become one of the better maps in the game. Okay, so for number 8, I have Theme Park. This is, if not the most balanced map in the game. This is one of the few maps where it's not attacker-sided or defender-sided. It's kind of just split down the middle, and I really do enjoy that. There's many creative ways to play the map, and I just think it's that good of a map. There's not much I can say about it. It's just more like, hey, I got Theme Park. What's the point of being mad? You know how the map's supposed to be set up, you know how you can roam, you know how you can attack, and it's a very balanced map. Now for number 7, I have Coastline, and this could be a little bit controversial comparing to what fanbase you're a part of. But to me, Coastline seems like the least Rainbow Six Siege map that is there, because you don't need the hard reach to win. You can play from the roof and kill people on the ground level, and it's not on a run out. It's just very strange to play. There's a lot of good strats that you can do, and there's a lot of knowledge that comes with the map. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's, a siege map. I think it's just more like, hey, I know the map, it's been in here so long. If Coastline came out, as a brand new map, I don't think people would see it in the same light. I think they'd see it as kind of a bad map. But at the same time, I'm judging it off of what's known, and I think it's a good map. It's just a little bit unorthodox for my taste. Y'all are gonna hate this pick. I have Stadium at number 6. Now, this is the reason why. I enjoy the concept of having the two maps mixed together, and I do think it's a good map. I also miss Old Border, and it just kind of gives me an old school Siege vibe, which is what I'm looking for now in Siege, and I just really do like it. There's nothing you can tell me. It's not like you can really change my opinion. I'm just telling you my opinion on it. I think Stadium's a good map. I think it's overrated, and I hope people play it more. Hey, and welcome to the top 5. I have Chalet at number 5. Chalet is a map where you have to be smart to win. You have to be coordinated on the pushes. And this is the essence of what a Siege map actually is. This gives you an authentic Siege feeling, and I believe it's a very good map. So for number 4, I have Skyscraper, and I'll be honest with it, I don't know why I like this map, or why it's this high on my list, but it's here, and I'm not mad about it. I think it's a very good map. It looks nice. I think it's just fun. And that's it. That's all I can really talk about. And all I can say is welcome to the top 3. And at the top of the 3, which is, probably the most predictable top 3 of all time. At number 3, I have Border. This is personally one of my favorite maps. I think it is my favorite map the more I think about it. I just enjoy to look at the map. I just enjoy that every site is viable. I enjoyed that there is some sort of creativity on how you can push and clear out. I think it's just overall, it's a very good map. I just don't think it's as good as the next 2. So which one's going to take the runner-up position? I'll let you guys think about it for 2 seconds. It wasn't as much as 2 seconds, I don't think, but I'm putting Clubhouse at number 2. And here's why. This is a really good map. It's one of the best maps in the game. That's why it's top 2 for a reason. But the reason why it is not number 1 is that not all of the sites are good. Bar site, it's not that good. You can't really do much there. In number 2, CC is heavily attacker-sided. People don't want to talk about it, but it is. If you take over Garage or you take over Con, and then in the cache, you control the site, and you pretty much can't win after that if you're a defender. And with it not having all 4 sites being viable, it just can't be number 1 for me, and that's because this map here exists. And to take the top spot on the R6 map list, you have to give it to Oregon. Oregon itself is a very boring map, sure, you can think that for some, but every site on this map is viable and winnable, unlike on certain maps. You can do whatever you want, and you can still have a good chance of getting into a gunfight. It's not like on, we'll take we'll take Canal, where if you're in the basement, then you're on the other side of the map. You're kind of just cut off from everyone. Here, unless you go to the tip top of the Big Tower, it's just a very solid map. Everybody knows the map. You know you're going to get a good map, and at the end of the day, map knowledge is what wins this map over other maps where it could just be decided by just pure gun skill and peaks, just like on Coastline. So that's why I have it at my number 1. And that's it, man. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to give a special thanks to Kira for giving me this idea. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel. He's really close to 100 subs, and I really want to help him get it before the end of the week is over. So, if you agree with the list, tell me down below. If you disagree with the list, please leave your list down below, and we can go ahead and talk, and I can kind of, give you my thought process in more detail. But with that being said, I want to thank you all for the recent support you've been giving me. It's Dex out. Bye.
So pack, keep it to yourself, don't tell nobody where you had to ride. Don't know about you, but I got rich inside my habitat. Clayway love to shoot when he get mad, can't tell that boy relax.